Hello everyone, welcome to this training. My name is Octavio Ramirez Lopez. I'm the Deputy Director at Riverside County Department of Public Social Services. I'm just going to give you a little overview about the following training that Scott's going to present to you guys. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. And then, well, after the training, you're free to go back to the field or go back to the office. So why should we have ethics in the workplace? Why should we follow ethical decisions? Riverside County DPSS being a public agency, we are held accountable for our actions, and we want to have ethics kind of guide our actions so that we not only ensure the best interest of the clients that we're serving, but we're also able to keep their trust as well as the trust of the stakeholders, all those taxpayers, as well as legislators who assist with appropriating funds to keep on funding our agency. So the following are just some ethical theories that we use as foundation for our agency, starting with utilitarianism. So we have very limited amount of resources. Therefore, we try to create the greatest amount of benefit for the greatest amount of people, in this case, our clients. The other theory is categorical imperatives, hoping that your moral obligations derive from pure reasoning. So we focus on two of the formulas, one of them being universality, meaning that you're going to apply the rules, or you're going to do the same services, help everyone the same without making any exceptions. And the other formula is humanitarian, so that meaning that you're not, we are to treat our clients with as rational individuals, that you're not going to deceive, and therefore you're going to provide them with services in a timely manner to help them meet those needs that they have. The other one is the virtue theory. So we know that we all have some kind of virtues. We're honest, hardworking, ethical. So as public administrators, we are dependent upon these virtues because we're entrusted with all these public resources so that we can keep our clients, our vulnerable populations safe. So code of ethics, why should we have code of ethics? They're just basically a set of principles that agencies develop to give their employees some guidance on their performance, on how to act amongst others, amongst their superiors, amongst clients, what is expected from you from also superiors, co-workers, clients, and our stakeholders. So they just give us some guidance. They're not necessarily enforced. We're not going out and just walking out with a code of ethics, walking around and assess for performance, but basically they're just there for you to have some guidance on if in case there's something there they find questionable regarding to how you're performing. So maybe you can go back and refer to that code of ethics and see maybe that's able to help me, that gave me better guidance to better act in this manner or in certain situations. So they're not necessarily enforced, but again, if you find that the code of ethics doesn't help you, maybe going back to the theoretical foundation, so or going back to your supervisor and see, okay, how would you act in this situation, things like that. But code of ethics, they're just basically there to give us some guidance on how to act as public administrators within our agency. So before you go into the training, let me just discuss a little scenario with you and see what would you do. Okay, so I'm first going to bring up a principle from the Social Workers Code of Ethics, which is dignity and worth of the person, that mentions or stipulates that the social workers are to treat persons in caring and respectful fashion, mindful of individual differences, cultural, whether it be cultural or ethnic diversity. So you are this social worker who has this family member who was molested as a child, and now you find yourself assigned to a case of a male who was convicted for having molested a child, and now he's in need of housing. So in that scenario, you're aware of your biases. You based on your experience with having dealt with your cousin and assisted him with maybe some traumas that he have gone through. How do you feel about this client now? Do you want to help him or not? So if you're that social worker that finds yourself difficult to help these clients due to your biases, we all have biases, we just have to be aware of them. So to make sure that you comply with that principle of the code of ethics for social workers, dignity and worth of the person, So I would just pass it on to the case, pass it on to another social worker. So first talk to your supervisor, let them know why you find it difficult to assist this client. That way, you don't affect the quality of services this person receives. So just talk to your supervisor and go from there. All right. So and again, now Scott is gonna follow up with the providing the training. So hopefully you guys enjoy the training, and after you're done with the training, then you're free to go to the field or to your district offices. Alright, so these are just some of the references I used for this presentation. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see your presentation. So you'll have a great weekend.